everyone. It is Monday. How are you tonight? Tell me about your Monday. Your Monday. That's what I want to know. How was your Monday today? How was your Monday? What are you grateful for this Monday? The first Monday in June. The first Monday of June. How about that? Didn't realize that till now, but it is the first Monday in June. Tell me about your day, what you're grateful for. It is hot, hot, hot here. It is hot. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? Great to have you here tonight. Live from Naples. Live from Naples. You are. I'm not me. Not me, but I am... I'm live from the hot place. We're going to be hot, hot, hot till like the end of the week here. So we'll be sweating to the oldies, as Richard Simmons said. We'll be sweating this week. But it is great to have you here and great to have everybody here. I'm excited about Monday. Lots of great stuff going on in the world, but what are you guys grateful for this Monday night as we kick off? You know, it was a busy desk day, but I'm kind of happy with what I got done. Whoa, lights just flickered. The electric's working overtime with the AC going here tonight. But we had a steady flow of people in the stores today, which was nice. I didn't know if all the heat was going to keep people away. I think in Naples you're sweating with the oldies. I didn't say that out loud. Hey, you know, it is a quality of life down there. You don't have to shovel the heat, though, so I'll give you that, you know. Even with your, not Missouri roots, not Montana, the other M, Minnesota roots, excuse me. Yeah, I knew it would come to me eventually if I worked my way through all the M's. You know, your Minnesota roots, you know, you don't have to shovel. You don't have to shovel the heat in Naples, so you do not have to do that, which is a good thing. But it is definitely a warm one out there. Let's get started with hey, Kelly, how are you? I talked to a pet store in Albuquerque today. A healthy pet store. I didn't, I'm trying to remember the guy's name that owns it. A healthy store like nutritional, healthy pet place. It'll come to me, but it was in Albuquerque, so it was definitely in Albuquerque. Definitely in Albuquerque. Norm was his name. I don't know. The guy's name was Norm that owns it. It'll come to me. I got it on my desk somewhere. It's been a hectic day. Let's get started with the, see, you're naming off all the pet stores in Albuquerque. You're a big city. It could have been on the other side of town. I don't know. We got talking during a seminar today, him and I. So it was, he's a nice guy. In the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start the program tonight. Tonight, if you're following along in the book, we're on page 174. 174. Good morning. It's okay to let your mind drift. Whoa! Cool drift, kid. There you go, folks. There's your good morning tonight. I like this quote from Muhammad Ali today. This quote came from Muhammad Ali. The man who views the world at 50 the same as he did at 20 has wasted 30 years of his life. Think about that. The man who views the world at 50, the same as he did at 20, has wasted 30 years of his life. The woman who views her store the same she did on day one as she did on year 5, year 10, year 20, has wasted that time. You have opportunity to learn, engage that mind, and look at things differently. And that is an important outlook. Do you have a wheel whacker? A wheel whacker. I'd like to say I'm making this up, but you may want one on your next flight. With all the flights spending all these times in the desert, all these planes that have been spending all this time in the desert, they get snakes like to curl up in the wheel wells and other places in the planes. Snakes and scorpions. So they now have, as they're cleaning up and putting these planes back into service, they're sending each one on its way with a wheel whacker to whack the wheels before they take off, so that anything that's in them scurries off elsewhere, or anything else that's up in the wheel well. So a wheel whacker for your flight. I'm just saying. I don't want to have to think about that on my next flight. Hey, Kitty, how are you? We are broadcasting tonight, folks, on both YouTube and Facebook. So if you have any problems with Facebook, you can hop right on over to the YouTube. Cassandra's got the link right there in the comments. I always like this from Google. My Google timeline says I have traveled 50% around the world this year, and I haven't really gone anywhere. I've traveled, according to Google, I've traveled a total of 12,533 miles so far in 2021. With one country and 55 cities. I always find this interesting. In May alone, supposedly, I visited 18 cities, so I must be picking up steam here. But I just always like those useless stats from Google and how Google is tracking me. Well, the announcements have started. You can start deciding what you're doing Thanksgiving Day. You will not be shopping at Walmart and Target. Walmart and Target have both announced they will be closed again for Thanksgiving Day. To thank their teams for their dedication and hard work. But likely the amount of e-commerce sales they did last year is really fueling that. Online sales for Thanksgiving and Black Friday last year for them rose 28%. So that is likely the driver. That is really likely the driver in that. But close Thanksgiving Day. Costco is continuing to rack up sales. And this is really interesting because last May they were off the charts already. Yeah, it is nice that they closed like the rest of us, Kitty. I agree with you. It is an important day. That's one I never really understood. I understood the early Black Friday shopping, the 5 a.m. sales and stuff, but Thanksgiving Day, that's not what that's supposed to be about. Costco sales were up 24% in May, which is really, that is a year-over-year jump. And most of the time I'm telling you to ignore the year-over-year jumps. But in Costco's case, I'm telling you it's worth noting their year-over-year jump. On the year-to-date front, they're up 18% on the year. On the year, they're up 18%. Instacart. Instacart is betting on robots to shrink the ranks of their 500,000 gig workers. So, yeah, we love you gig workers. Not really. We want to make it cheaper What I find interesting in this, and they're testing robots, mostly they haven't been receptive in actual grocery stores. So, and even places like Walmart, where they've tested them, they found that the staff can pick it better, faster than the robots are. So it is not really the answer. I don't think they're going to find the answer because I think the volume of orders that these robots will pick will go down. So I'm not sure that's the answer for Instacart. But again, it's about labor costs, people. It's about labor costs. And labor costs are going up. And if they have labor mandates, like to treat them like employees, like Marty Walsh, the Secretary of Labor, would like to do, is to have all these gig workers treated as employees. If you treat them as employees and you have to pay them $15 an hour and benefits and other things, you are certainly going to run you're going to have the big companies looking for ways for automation. And that's not really a surprise. It's about becoming more efficient all the way through this. Everything you do has to become more efficient. You have to cut steps. You have to cut steps here. And that's really important. Who remembers? Kelly's here tonight, so I know she remembers our friend Andy the Barber. Andy the Barber from your neighborhood barbershop up in Canada, who taught us, if you remember last year, he taught us about the discounts from shopping at other local merchants. That was the core promotion that he gave us. Bring us a receipt from another merchant, we'll give you a discount here. That was the deal. Some people gave. He did it as a $5 off your haircut. Some people did the $5. Some people did $3. I'm a $2 bill kind of guy, so I did $2. But Andy is reinventing things again. Andy has still been shut down. A lot of Canada, we forget, is not making the same progress as the United States. Even though they're just over the border there, they're right there, they are not making the same progress in fighting the virus that the United States is, and they've still been under strict lockdown. Andy still cannot open his barbershop. His barbershop, before he was forced to close, was open for a total of 80-something days. And he's been closed for hundreds of days now. I just saw a newscast with him on it. I had this other article about what he's now doing. So he is now trying he is now trying outdoor haircuts. In his research, that doesn't violate the law. Okay, and he's even been approached by the police, or let me rephrase that, watched by the police in town when he's been doing his outdoor haircuts, and he's confronted them. Am I doing anything wrong? And they're like, not that we know of, sir. And he's doing all the safety precautions, masks, cleaning everything. He's doing an amazing job with it. He did a GoFundMe page that is still active, and he set it up to raise money for a couple months. He set it up to earn a couple months' rent, which was $4,000. Okay, and it earned much more than that and continues to earn money today. But he's like, my goal was the $4,000 to help me cover a couple months' rent. And so he's been spreading all the extra money to other businesses on his street, the restaurants and other businesses that have been severely hurt on his street. He's been sharing his GoFundMe page with all the other businesses in town. And that just shows you the kind of guy he is. We've always known he's that kind of guy. It's just really good to know what's happening. And again, pushing the boundaries, but I'm like behind him. I want to go to Canada and get a haircut. I still have hair there to get cut. I still have hair there that can get cut. So but I've certainly donated to it ourselves. And he raises money and does free haircuts for the developmentally disabled. He does a lot of good for his community. He is built in his community. Plus, he's been doing other jobs, odd jobs, just to make ends meet. So I applaud him. He is everything. He's the real deal that we always thought he was when we took that promo from him last year. And that is a good thing. The most valuable, and so I just don't want us to forget about our friends in Canada that are really hurting, because we have other stores in Canada and things that are also hurting throughout this. So we definitely need to be thinking of them. We talked about this a little bit the other day, but it's really showing to be true. The most valuable employee this summer may be a teenager. The Wall Street Journal is reporting how businesses this year are counting on teenage workers more and more than ever to work at all sorts of places, all sorts of businesses. They are the one worker that is coming out and showing up. So all of a sudden they are showing responsibility. So don't discount a teenager. No, you may not have them as long. And they still might be a little, loosey-goosey or whatever. But they have generally a good energy about them. And they are showing up to work now and for interviews more than other people are. So that may be the hidden gem of the workforce this summer to get us to the other side of the current labor shortage. So I don't want you to discount teenagers. And, we have one. I know Cassandra was setting up an interview with one this week, and that is a good thing. And some of them are good workers. I mean, some of them are good workers. Like the one we lost last week, graduated from college and is off to Disney to work, off to move to Florida to follow her dream to work at Disney. That is a good thing. They require more training. They require a little more hand holding, but they're available. And they're willing to show up. So be willing. Don't discount them just because of their age, or that you might only have them for the summer, or that they play a spring sport. Next spring you're going to lose them or something. So that's the real the underlying message there is don't automatically say, another kid. I'm not going to talk to them. Don't throw that out. Hey, Adele and Dazzle are here. Adele, were you cheating Dazzle of her treat? Cutting Dazzle out? You missed. We even talked about a healthy pet store in Albuquerque that I can't remember the name of. Hey, there you go, Kathy. Exactly. You had a teen start 8 years ago, and now she just got her doctorate of pharmacy. Nice. But it's that kind of thing that does happen. Okay, it's not just something from ages ago. I mean, I remember growing up in my father's pharmacy and having them work in there and everything. It's not something that just disappears. So you can get there. I'm glad Dazzle doesn't let you forget her treat. We've all heard, and I've talked about it here, the J months of retail. Okay, January, June, and July. I've heard from some retailers, I might as well close in June and July, especially July. It's not even worth, I got to stay open a little bit, but, it's just dead. The dog days of summer, or, the J months of retail. It is a common saying. It's one that I've said. It's one that I've repeated. And, I was having a conversation with my business coach today, and I thought I'd share that with you. So hang on a second. Uh, and he talked today about, a conference he went to about 15 years ago. Hang on a second. So I'm going to read you this whole thing from him. In the early days of my consulting company, a number of people in the training and development business told me that June, July, and August were usually the slowest for sales due to the summer vacation mindset. They said that companies didn't want to commit to training and development during these months because their people were more relaxed and less focused. Business owners were afraid they wouldn't get the same return on investment if they held training in the summer. It seemed that this was the prevalent belief among people in our industry. As a result, many of them took their foot off the gas and adopted the summer vacation mindset that they attributed to our clients. About 15 years ago, he had the opportunity to attend and present at a worldwide industry convention. The title of one of the speakers' talks was, "The summer is the best time for my business." The speaker, Pete Morrow from Denver, Colorado, told the audience that for many years, the summer months were the slowest in his business. Pete shared that after taking the time to think about this, it just didn't make sense to him. He stated that many of his clients also experienced a lull in their productivity and performance results during the summer. He got to thinking if he could help his clients understand that training in the summer months was actually an opportunity to improve their productivity and performance during this usually slow quarter, it would dramatically increase the results for the whole year and would substantially improve the return on investment. Instead of giving into the summer slowdown, Pete decided to adopt the affirmation, "The summer months are my best months, are my best months." It turned out that through this change in mindset, it all starts up here, people, change in mindset, he always managed to make the summer months his best quarter. He was consistently one of the top performers in the industry. After hearing the talk, my coach decided to displace the mindset that clients don't invest in training during the summer months and instead adopt the affirmation that the summer months are the best months. The result was his best quarter in his history. And he was also able to disprove the industry myth of the summer vacation mindset and help his clients achieve. So it's all up here, people. It all starts up here. Is it the dog days of summer? Will people not shop because it's hot and yuck and sticky outside? What is the mindset that you're setting for your summer sale? What is the mindset that you're adopting, okay, and you're accepting of yourself and your team as we head into summer? Are you accepting that, well, it's just the J months of retail. Of course it's going to suck. Better days are ahead. Is that your mindset? Or is your mindset to make this the best June and July ever? The best months of the year? That you will beat your fall best, okay? That you will put the year on notice and say, no, the year is on notice. We are going to win this game. We can win it because it all starts up here. I'm not going to be resigned to these being ho-hum months. I'm going to make them great months. Okay, what are you going to do? What are you going to change in how you approach your customers? How you approach your contacts with them via email, text, social? How are you going to let them know that everyone is awesome? Everyone! And that everyone is awesome is helping you be successful this summer. You be amazing. You have your best summer months ever. Okay? That is where the mindset starts. It all starts up here. Don't succumb to the J months of retail. Okay? We are going to flip that this summer. We are going to flip that. We're going to walk that path this summer. And we are going to make these the best months ever. I am committed to it. I'm committed to taking you on that journey with me. that journey with me. I mean, I was so pumped up when I read that, and I'm like, duh, he's right. Duh, yeah, I know this. It is a mindset. It all starts up here. I am a big believer in that. I've told so many stories. I watched the video today. I'll see if I can. I'll share my Don Bennett story again this week. I'll read it again this week because it's such a valuable story in mindset, in mind, in the affirmations that you give of how you're going to overcome. And you have overcome so much. Flipping the summer months to be your best months of the year is really a relatively simple thing in comparison to all that you have already accomplished, all that you have already done. So I am on this journey. I hope you are on this journey to debunk the J months of retail. That is what we are going to do, and we are going to set things up for an amazing fall. But we're going to make the J months, not a four-letter word. Not a four-letter word. I said it at the beginning when we flipped the calendar. We're not going to make June a four-letter word. We're going to make it amazing. And that is where we're going to continue the journey this month. So get your mind in the right place. It was the perfect good morning, good night today. Okay, so I want you to get your mind in the right place because I'm invested in you and you getting there. And we're going there together, people. We are. We are. You know where else we're going? This video and everything that I talk about. This video and everything I talk about goes over to nerds.org/resale strong by noon the next day. Noon, I tell you. It's all over there. All the files, all the reference points, and a direct link to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store where you can like, comment, subscribe, and yes, ring that bell so you know when a new video drops. You can also share nards.org/resale strong with all your friends in business. The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. We're going to help everybody across the finish line. I'm here every night in the Nards private Facebook group and streaming on YouTube. But at more 8 than ish. But if you have a question in between, you can email me, Neil, Neil at ECIstores.com, Neil at ECIstores.com. We start this program every night with affirmations from our Good Morning, Good Night book. Our Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night. If you were not here at the top of the program, our good morning tonight is good morning. It's okay to let your mind drift. Whoa, cool drift, kid. Good night. So glad we're drift compatible. There's your graphics, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah even. We will party again. We will party in person. And when we do, I'm going to be there with you. But until then, and until tomorrow night at more 8 than ish, know that you, and you, but most importantly you, yes you, you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. It's time for dessert. I'll see you tomorrow.